A bunch of freestylers got banned over the past week for supposedly D-ranking on purpose to hit freestyle shots on low-ranked players. My name is Anton and you're watching This Week on Rocket League. This is of course the series where we take a look at all the crazy and stupid things that this game has had to offer during the past 7 days, and somehow this game never fails to surprise me. The goal isn't the only place where the balls went there, but now let's check out what's been happening this week. Psyonix began banning freestylers early last week, stating unsportsmanlike conduct as the reason. A lot of the freestyle community was then confused as to what they had done. I mean, Psyonix just had a $70,000 freestyle tournament at the World Championships, so it doesn't really make sense to all of a sudden start banning freestylers. Psyonix then released a statement explaining that the reason was actually that these freestylers have purposefully been D-ranking in casual to be able to hit these clips on worse players. I mean, they have a point. Imagine being some random 13-year-old playing in Silver 2. The most amazing thing you've probably ever seen is someone scoring a goal in the opponent's net instead of their own, and then some random wanker just comes out of nowhere and starts spinning in the air like some ADHD butterfly. I mean, it kind of just ruins the fun. I think it's fine if you freestyle in games, as long as you play against people in your own skill level, but of course that's just my 2 cents on the issue. As always, tell me what you think in the comments below. But now some positive news, as Flakes gave all the money he got from streaming during September, or Momtember as he called it, which in the end came to be about 8,500 euros. Which with the current inflation will be about $3.25 in a couple months. Now this is some older news, but I still wanted to talk about it, and Musty has stepped down from the sub position at NRG to focus on content and other business ventures. Sad to see such a great career come to an end, so I've compiled this highlight reel to commemorate his accomplishments at the team. I bet no one saw this joke coming, but moving on, the RLCS 2022-23 season has finally begun as North America, Middle East and North Africa and Asia Pacific played their first regionals this past weekend. The North American regional was the most international one to date, as the competition included players from 7 different nationalities. This was Dignitas' first ever tournament as a North American team, and they got destroyed. Knights, Gen.G, Sol and Team Axel had a battle over who had the most hideous logo. In terms of the tournament though, apparently Jackson Knowles Gen.G was the only one of them to make it to the playoffs. NRG were back to winning ways as they won more games than they lost, and still somehow didn't qualify for the playoffs. Relos and AJ qualified for the playoffs with their new team Optic, and G2 and Space Station both went 3-0 as they only lost a combined 3 games the whole Swiss stage. Meanwhile, FaZe Clan scored this incredible team goal.
As this first event rolls on,
I think no matter what their problem is this season, because there's...
In the first round of the playoffs, Redos had to face his old teammates after all the drama during the summer, and now he had the chance to show the mistake they had made. Well, at least you didn't lose to FaZe Clan. Space Station then lost to Gen.G, Mobile One Racing, NordVPN. Raid Shadow Legends use code Gen.G for 5% off your first purchase. And FaZe Clan beat G2 4-1 in the other semifinal to advance to the finals. Unlike last fall, the grand finals was a single elimination series where Gen.G got smacked up by FaZe in 5 games. Over in Saudi Arabia, and occasionally some other places as well, KRN snapped Team Falcon's 9 regional winning streak after beating them 4-2 in the final. And lastly, in Asia Pacific, James Cheese came out on top after literally losing 1 game during the whole tournament. How come you don't get a ban for purposefully D-ranking in the RLCS? But moving on to the regionals happening this weekend, and we start with Europe, where these are the teams that have qualified for the first EU regional. Carmine Corp's stream averaged over 30,000 views during the qualifications. More people watch the team play qualifiers than an international tournament with $2 million on the line. I mean, the founder of Carmine Corp is a big French streamer, so it makes sense. But another big streamer is Mark Goldbridge, who also has a team in the tournament. I hope he watches the tournament. I can only imagine what that would be like.
Look like you're running around in your feet. You can't miss. You can't miss this. He's bloody missed it! What a prat! What a prat!
Kid Up and Fairy Peak both made it to the regional after being dropped by Vitality, who didn't even qualify for the regional. Well, at least they got these new team decals. You know what? I'm glad they didn't make it to the regional. Over in Oceania, these are the teams partaking in the first OCE regional this weekend. The legendary Sour from the legendary Big Goose is back with his new team, the Flying Kangaroos. These are the teams that have qualified for the South American regional this weekend, with True Neutral making a comeback to the big leagues, and this team with the most horrifying logo I have ever seen. And last but not least, we have Sub-Saharan Africa, with these teams making it to the first regional. But now it's time for Clip of the Week, sponsored by RL Exchange. Each week you guys submit your clips to the AntonTheKicker Discord. The top 5 are then voted on by the members, and thanks to today's sponsor RL Exchange, the price is 2,000 credits. So if you want to submit your own clips or influence who makes the top 5 for one of these videos, you can do so on my Discord server, link in the description. But before we reveal the top 5, let's look at some honorable mentions. SneakyNarNar sent his opponents flying with this fake musty, only for his teammate to come and steal the goal afterwards. Magma scored this air team pinch in a 2v2 match. Softable scored this sick flip reset goal in a 1v1 match. And Latency scored this quad flip reset in a 1v1. But now it's time to reveal the top 5. Like mentioned before, these were voted by the Discord members. Your mom's favorite Cheeto scored this flip reset double tap in a cheesy 3s lobby. Serpentine 55222 somehow managed to miss this incredibly easy finish in a 2v2 match. Come on, try a bit harder next time. The Sky scored this 173 kph ground pinch while on over 100 ping in a 1v1 match. Big Floppa scored this flip reset tight angle double tap in a 2v2 match. And last but not least, we have Coto, who scored this 141 kph aerial team play goal in a 2v2 match.
Oh, let's go!
And that's the top 5. As always, there will be a YouTube poll on the channel, and thanks to today's sponsor RL Exchange, the price is 2,000 credits. RL Exchange is a great place to get cheap Rocket League items with fast delivery, with 95% of items delivered within 24 hours. They have a great reputation with a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot, with over 7,200 excellent reviews. And if you don't want to spend money, they have daily giveaways and a section where you can complete tasks to get free items as well. But if you do end up spending money, you can use the code Anton at checkout to get a 3% discount on your order. It's a great way to save money, and doing it would really help out the channel as well. So that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit late. I know I said last week that I was supposed to, post it then, but life just got in the way. I've been busy, but hopefully now I can finally get back to the grind. I know I've said that like 15 times now, but ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be back. Well, gentlemen, I've seen the analytics. And we're back with your guys' favorite segment. I don't know why you guys like this so much, but I like filming it, so we're doing it. And our last video, at least 4, was over 3 weeks ago. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Doo-ba-doo-doo-ba-doo. Alright, here's one. Greg Stapleton asked me to do El Salvador next, because he lived there for 2 years. Thanks, Greg. That's cool, Greg. I don't know why I can't say that without sounding passive-aggressive, but I do appreciate it. I do. So, if I was a city in El Salvador, I forgot to check my subscribers again. I have 25.2k subscribers, and with that, as a city in El Salvador, I would be at least Shukshitoto. Shukshitoto. How are you supposed to say that? Shukshitoto. I don't know why I'm saying it like it's Japanese. You know what? For the first time, I'm gonna check how it's pronounced. So it's Spanish, I'm pretty sure. That's what they speak there.
Suchitoto.
That was pretty close. Suchitoto. Why am I doing the accent? Suchitoto. See, even Translate thinks it's Japanese. But that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. Become a member. And we have new tiers. We got Super Kicker and Big Bows. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. I'll see you guys later. Bye.